The first cabinet meeting of the new year.
Will there be a national inquiry into grooming gangs, Foreign Secretary?
Sir Keir Starmer's top team confronted with a scandal decades in the making. And all because of this man, billionaire Trump ally Elon Musk, who blamed years of inaction on the Prime Minister and called Home Office Minister Jess Phillips a rape genocide apologist.
In a shocking turn of events, Jess Phillips, once hailed as a fearless fighter for victims' rights, now stands accused of being a rape genocide apologist. These damning words, uttered by none other than Elon Musk, have sent shockwaves through the political landscape. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now back to the video. But what's the real story behind this explosive allegation?
Today, she responded.
It's a ridiculous statement. It's completely and utterly untrue. I've had men say worse things about me over the years.
Is Phillips truly guilty of turning a blind eye to victims? Or is there more to this tale than meets the eye? Buckle up as we dive deep into the controversy that's turning British politics on its head. Jess Phillips's rise to political prominence is a tale of passion, advocacy, and unexpected challenges. This Birmingham Yardley MP didn't start her career in the corridors of power, but in the trenches of social work. Before donning the mantle of a parliamentarian, Phillips led a sexual and domestic violence charity, laying the groundwork for her future as a fierce advocate for women's rights. Her transition from grassroots activist to influential politician wasn't just a career change, it was a mission. Phillips entered the political arena with a fire in her belly, fueled by years of supporting victims of abuse. In her own words, she was driven by the desire to use all of my brainpower to focus on the hundreds of girls I have supported over the years who have been victims of grooming gangs. This raw, unfiltered motivation set her apart from the typical political climber. As an MP, Phillips quickly gained a reputation as a maverick, unafraid to challenge the status quo. Her outspoken nature and willingness to tackle controversial issues head-on made her a media darling and a thorn in the side of the political establishment. She became known for her impassioned speeches on the floor of the House of Commons, calling out injustice and demanding action on issues like domestic violence and child exploitation. But Phillips's journey from crusader to controversy reveals the complexities of navigating the political landscape while maintaining one's principles. Her background in domestic violence support gave her unique insights, but it also created expectations. The public came to see her as a champion for vulnerable women and girls, a perception she cultivated through her campaigns and parliamentary work. However, as Phillips's political star rose, so did the tensions between her advocacy work and her responsibilities as an MP. The very passion that propelled her into politics began to create challenges. Her outspoken nature, once celebrated, started to attract scrutiny. Critics began to question whether her actions in Parliament always aligned with her stated commitments to victims. This growing tension has come to a head in recent weeks, as Phillips finds herself at the center of a national scandal. Her refusal to support a national inquiry into grooming gangs has led to accusations of hypocrisy, with critics pointing to her past statements and advocacy work. The very experiences that shaped her political career are now being used as ammunition against her. The recent controversy surrounding Jess Phillips has taken an unexpected turn, thrusting her into the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. What started as a debate over grooming gangs has morphed into a full-blown political firestorm, with accusations of hypocrisy and cover-ups flying from all directions. But how did we get here? At the heart of the matter lies Phillips's decision not to support a national inquiry into grooming gangs. This stance, seemingly at odds with her history of advocacy, has opened the floodgates to a torrent of criticism. The grooming gang issue, a sensitive topic in British politics, has long been a source of heated debate and division. Phillips's refusal to back the inquiry has only added fuel to an already raging fire. Enter Elon Musk, the world's richest man and self-appointed arbiter of political controversies. Musk didn't just dip his toes into the debate, he cannonballed right into the deep end. In a scathing attack, he labeled Phillips a rape genocide apologist and suggested she deserved jail time for her stance. Musk didn't stop there, linking Phillips's actions to a broader cover-up protecting Labour politicians and criticizing the failures of the Crown Prosecution Service. Phillips, understandably, fired back. She called Musk's claims ridiculous, but couldn't hide her concern about the potential impact on her safety. "Of course I worry about my safety," she admitted, acknowledging the very real risks that come with being in the crosshairs of such a high-profile figure. But the controversy didn't end with Musk's accusations. As often happens in the age of social media, Phillips' past came back to haunt her. An old tweet resurfaced where she called George Galloway a rape apologist. Suddenly, the accuser became the accused, with critics pouncing on the apparent contradiction between her past statements and her current position. The irony wasn't lost on anyone. Here was Phillips, a long-time advocate for victims' rights, now facing accusations of the very behavior she had once condemned. The political discourse quickly devolved into a mudslinging match, with accusations and counter-accusations drowning out the voices of actual victims. Amidst the chaos, some rushed to Phillips's defense. Wes Streeting, the health secretary, called Musk's accusations a disgraceful smear. He highlighted Phillips's commitment to supporting victims of violence, reminding everyone of her track record in locking up wife-beaters, rapists, pedophiles. But the damage was done. The controversy had exposed the complex web of politics, advocacy, and public perception that often entangles public figures. Phillips found herself caught between her past statements and her current position, struggling to reconcile the two in the court of public opinion. The recent controversy surrounding Jess Phillips highlights the delicate tightrope walk politicians must perform when transitioning from advocacy to governance. Phillips's frustration with the attacks against her is palpable, as she laments the time wasted on baseless accusations. "It takes up so much bandwidth of my time from a man who knows absolutely nothing about the subject he's talking about," she stated, revealing the toll these controversies can take on a public servant's ability to focus on their actual responsibilities. This situation underscores the importance of consistency in public life and the potential consequences of perceived hypocrisy. Politicians like Phillips, who built their careers on advocacy, often find themselves caught between their past promises and the complex realities of governance. The ongoing debate about how best to address issues like grooming gangs further complicates matters, as there's no clear consensus on the most effective approach. As Phillips grapples with this storm of criticism, her case serves as a stark reminder of the challenges faced by those in the public eye. The court of public opinion can be unforgiving, and even well-intentioned actions can be scrutinized and misinterpreted. For Phillips and others like her, the path forward may require a delicate balance of staying true to their principles while adapting to the realities of political life.